honestly feel like Kobe. I'm like Jokic with the rock. You physically couldn't hold me. I don't care if you push it 40. You can never little bro me. You're on step like Ginobili. From young OG to the OG. From nosebleeds to floor seats. Circle stronger than Cuban links. My gold dance, your gold plated. You verse me, now that's a reach. We ready. Who ready? We ready.
Bradbury ball played over the top of Sentinel. And once again falls to ref. Henry. Oh my word.
Espérate porque el peligro sigue. En el exterior, en el segundo palo ya se... ¡Está loco! ¡Está loco! De Sassi. Sassi. Gol. ¡No!
Hello guys, and welcome to the official Champions eLeague and the Europa League live draw. The start date is the 18th of March. This doesn't mean you play on the Monday. There's 2 games per week. Once we've done the groups, you get to speak to your captains or your opponents, and then you get to choose those 2 games when you want to play. So the week commencing 18th of March is when the Champions eLeague group stage matches begin. Now for the heights, obviously we're going with the VPG Europe rules, not the Esports Premier A and below. So centre back can play 189 centimeters, which is 6'2", and everyone else 184 centimeters, which is 6 foot. 4-back formation, because they don't have 3 centre halves, they can also have a CDM at 189 centimeters. Now for the rankings, the top 2 teams will automatically qualify into the knockout stages, and the best 14 third positions. So if you come in third, the best 14 will drop into the Europa League. We will try our best not to put teams in the same group from the same country. So for example, if 4 from England, we'll try not to put them all into the same group from the draw. So if one gets pulled out, we'll put them into the next group, if that makes sense. Okay, so guys, let's move across into the qualified teams. Here are the 64 teams that qualified into the Champions eLeague. As you can see, we've got teams from all over Europe. 20 plus domestic leagues qualified into this competition. We've got teams from United Kingdom, France, Poland. We have Romania, Turkey, Spain, Hungary. We have Holland, Croatia, Russia, Hungary. We have Norway, Switzerland, Israel, Czech Republic. We have Germany, Portugal, Belgium, Macedonia. We have Serbia, San Marino, France. We have Turkey, Spain, Ukraine, Greece and Cyprus. So yeah guys, the cash prizes for this competition: first place, take home $2,000, second $250, third $150 and fourth $100. Also there's going to be a leaderboard prizes, so if you are in the top striker, cam, winger, CDM, centre back and goalkeeper, you will take home a cash prize also for this. We're also going to do something special, which is a Ballon d'Or. So the Ballon d'Or will also be named for this competition. Okay guys, so this is the qualified teams. I want to wish you all the best of luck. I'm going to explain how the draw will begin. So firstly, we have the live draw here, which is 64 teams in a randomized system. It will pull them out one by one. So we'll do group by group, and then we'll update our groups from 1 to 16 for the Champions eLeague. So guys, let's move across into it. I'm not going to keep you all night. This draw will probably take around 30 minutes. So we're going to get into that now. So we're going to start off. With group number 1. So the 4 teams that we pull out will go into group 1. And at the same time, whilst I'm pulling out the teams, I will update this list. So guys, let's move across into group number 1. So for the first draw, the first team that will get pulled up will go into group number 1. So for example, if I do pull out 4 teams and they're all from the same country, we'll move them across into group 2, group 3, group 4, etc, etc. So always go to the next group. Okay, so for the first team to be pulled up into group 1, we have Başakşehir from Holland. So for group number 1, we have Başakşehir. Give us a moment, guys. So we have Bassacer from Holland. There we go, found him. Now for for the same group, team number 2, we have Fenerbahce from Turkey. So Fenerbahce from Turkey will be in group number 1, joined alongside Bassacer from Holland. I think they're a Turkish team as well, Bassacer. I think they've got a mixture of Dutch and Turkish teams in there. Now for the third team to be pulled out of this group is Devils XI from Italy. So we have Devils XI from Italy, a fantastic side. They're in group number 1. And then for the last team for group number 1 is UDG Elite from Czechia. So we have UDG Elite from Czechia. So far so good. Teams all from different countries. So that is group number 1, which I'll show you now quickly. So we're going to update group by group just to show you guys how the groups are looking. So we'll move across into this. As you can see, group 1 is finalised. Bassacer, Fenerbahce, Devils XI and UDG Elite from Czechia. So we're going to move across into group number 2. So the next 4 teams will be placed into group number 2. So some very strong sides in this competition. Let's move across into it. So the next 4 teams are Hellas Esports from Greece. So we have Hellas Esports. They are the first team in group number 2, and they'll be joined alongside Relentless from France. So Relentless, a strong side from France, will be placed in group number 2. Relentless came from the Xbox community, done very well over there, placed in group number 2. The next team is FC Rapid from Romania. FC Rapid from Romania, placed in group number 2. And for the last team is Udileria from Portugal. Hopefully I do pronounce that right. Udileria, I think it's how you pronounce it, from Portugal. So that is group number 2 completed. So we'll move across into that now for you guys to have a look. Group number 1, group number 2 is completed so far. All is perfect. We're going to move across into group 3. Moving across into group 3 now. Excuse me. So the next 4 teams will be placed into group number 3, and they are the Kabasot from Israel. So the Kabasot, a very strong side. They take part in VPG Europe Premier D, I think it is. Also they play in the VPG Israel competition. And they'll be joined alongside True Football from Germany. So True Football from Germany qualified through, I think it's a Liga 1 in VPG German competition. And they'll be joined alongside Lleida from Spain. Lleida qualified through the VPG Spain competition. It's called Dual Masters Superliga. They've been placed into group 3. And for the last team in group number 3 is FC24 eSport from Switzerland. So FC24 eSport from Switzerland. They are a French side, but they do play in the Swiss competition. That's where they qualified through that, so that's why they have the Swiss flag. FC24 eSport from Switzerland. Now I'm going to move across into the graphic for you guys. So there, Group 3 has been completed. Kabasok True Football, Leda and FC24 eSport from Switzerland. Now we're going to move across into Group 4. So the next 4 teams will be placed into Group 4. So let's move across into that now. Is Poise from Portugal. Poise, another strong side, probably one of the favourite teams to win the competition. They've been placed as the first team in group number 4. They are currently top of the Esports Premier, also fighting in their domestic league competition, which is I think they call it Liga 1, I think, or Liga A in Portugal. And they'll be joined alongside Wudan Calarese from Italy. Wudan Calarese from Italy have been placed into group number 4 alongside Poise, and they'll be joined alongside SAF Prolific from England. SAF Prolific from England, a very strong group at the minute. And the last team in this group is PMI Esport from Spain. What a group that is. That is a very, very tough group so far. Some fantastic teams in that competition. Now that is a strong, probably the strongest group so far. Poise, Wudan, SAF Prolific and PMI Esport. Guys, that is a tough one. That is a big, big one, that one. Poise, Wudan, SAF Prolific and PMI Esport. Now that is a crazy group. Now guys, we're going to move across into group number 5. So the next 4 teams will be going into that one. Group number 5. We have Falcons from Italy. So Falcons from Italy. They just missed out on becoming Serie A champions. One Mind took over that before One Mind folded. One Mind, obviously they disbanded, players went elsewhere, and Falcons are fighting to become the Italian champions. So they are the first team to be pulled up in group number 5, and they'll be joined alongside SC Sopron from Hungary. SC Sopron from Hungary. I think they were one of the Hungarian champions. They've been placed into group 5 alongside Falcons from Italy. And they'll be joined alongside Fantastic from Croatia. Fantastic from Croatia. Now they play in the VBG Balkan League. Very strong side. They've got a mix Croatian and Dutch sort of players. That is the 3rd team in group number 5, and they'll be joined alongside FC Dobro from Russia. FC Dobro from Russia. And that is group 5 completed. I'll show you the standings so far, and then we'll move across into group number 6. So for group number 5, Falcons, SC Sopron, Fantastic and FC Dobro. Now guys, the next 4 teams will be placed in group 6. So we'll move across into that now. So the next 4 teams in Group 6. And they are Ukraine, obviously from Ukraine. I think they came second in the Ukrainian VPG League. And they'll be joined alongside VfL 1848 from Germany. They're a good side. They take part in the VPG Europe and VPG German competition. The 3rd team in this group will be Naza Esport from France. So we have Naza Esport from France. And the last 4th team is Bloodline FIFA from Norway. Now Bloodline FIFA, when they qualified for the competition, basically, one second, there we go. Bloodline FIFA did qualify through the Arctic League, which is a mixed competition with Norway, Sweden and Denmark. But now Bloodline have a mixture of players, some from Norway but mostly from UK as well. So that is the group for group number 6. Very strong group so far. Ukraine, VfL, Naza Esport and Bloodline FIFA. Now guys, we're going to move across into Group 7. Group 7 for you guys. So let's move across into that now. The next 4 teams, we have Famalicão from Portugal. Famalicão from Portugal, another strong side from Portugal. The 1st team in Group 7, and they'll be joined alongside Besiktas from Turkey. So Besiktas from Turkey will be in Group 7, and they'll be joined alongside eLeague from Ukraine. eLeague are the champions of the Ukraine competition. So that's the 3rd team in Group 7, and they'll be joined alongside Outplayed from Italy. So that is group number 7. Quite strong, some very good teams in this one as well. We have Famalicão, Besiktas, eLeague and Outplayed. Now we're near the halfway mark, guys, so we're going to move across into group number 8. So the next 4 teams will be placed into group 8, and that is the halfway mark. So let's move across into it. We have LWG Esport from Belgium. LWG Esport from Belgium, they play in the VPG Belgium competition, which is a mixture of Belgian teams and French. That's the 1st team in Group 8, and they'll be joined alongside FC Brera from Macedonia, and they play in VPG Balkan. FC Brera. They've been pulled into Group 8, and they'll be joined alongside MTK Budapest from Hungary. MTK Budapest have been going since the creation of VPG. MTK Budapest have been in there since the 1st ever Champions League, and here they are again. A big name in the Hungarian competition. And for the last team, we have Metronomo from Italy. So that is the halfway mark, and that is Group 8 completed. Let's show you guys the standings so far. So Group 8, LWG, FC Brera, MTK Budapest and Metronomo from Italy. So guys, we are at the halfway mark. We're going to go into a quick intro, and then we'll be back to complete the Champions League draw.
Bradbury ball played over the top of Sentinel, and once again falls to ref.
el segundo palo, ya sí. ¡Está loco! ¡Está loco! De Sassi. Sassi. Gol.
Goes past one. Goes past two. Shot comes out. Forced Aragon. Now it's Mayville. Straight. Oh my word. Next reads it well. Gives it to Sam Cooper. Now it's Bailey. Jack. And that is perfect football from Noctem. The save had to be there. Nickelback at the near post corner. Not being marked. Santos. Now it's used. Banzini, big chance. Oh my word. Fine job. Oh, what a cross that is. Isn't it a goal? Is he onside? He is. Goes for it. Oh, Bailey Ince. All right, that's it. Lovely turn. Hadji, ball played over the top to Sentinel, to Crimmy, who finds the finish. And Prolific have the lead for the first time in this game. Big chance here. The Falcons for a second. The follow-up. Giroud's there. And he finds the goal. Crimmy! Straight from kickoff. Gala whipped in. Mammoth wins this one. Full St. Flames. Vache. And these are the moments that Thunder AUK thrive on. And they've found themselves a goal. Bradbury plays it over the top to Sentinel. What a header that is. What a header from that man.
Hello guys, and we are back. Thank you for being patient. Just a quick break, and now we are back to finish the Champions eLeague live draw. We have 8 groups to go. We're halfway there. Now let's move across into group number 9. So the next 4 teams will be placed into group 9. And they are Crvena Esports from Serbia. Crvena Esports from Serbia. Now they are a high standard team. They've played in the Esports Premier and also in the Balkan. And they'll be joined alongside Vinculum FC from England. Another strong side working their way up the English ranks. Vinculum FC placed into group number 9. And they'll be joined alongside Sekoryspor from Turkey. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's Sekoryspor. If not, I do apologise. They've been placed into group number 3. And they'll be joined with Phoenix from Scotland. But guys, obviously because Phoenix also play in the same competition, which is the UK, as we said, 2 nations from the same group, both from UK, so they'll be joined into the next group. So Phoenix will be placed into group 10. So Phoenix Esports will be placed in group 10. So that is the first one we've had so far. Phoenix into group 10. And then for the last one going into group 9 is Darkside from Russia. So guys, this is group number 9. And obviously we pulled out 5 teams because we've got a duplicate, which I'll show you guys now. So group number 9, Crvena, Vinculum, Sekoryspor and Darkside and Phoenix. They couldn't be placed into group 9 because we had 2 teams from the same league. So they both play in the VPG UK, and we're trying our best to make sure that no teams are from the same country. So Phoenix are the first team in group number 10. So for the next 3 teams will be placed in group number 10, and they are FC Esport from Czechia. FC Esport from Czechia. They are a strong side, obviously qualified through the Czech leagues, and they play in VPG Europe as well. And they'll be joined with VFC Krasnodar from Russia, Russian champions, a big team, been in the VPG and in the Russian community for a very long time. They are named to watch from Russia. And they'll be joined by MKE and Karaguku from Turkey. MKE, a big name in the Turkish community. They've been joined into Group 10. So guys, let's move across into Group 11, but before we do that, I will show you the current standings up to date. So we've done Group number 9 and Group number 10, which was Phoenix, FCVP, Krasnodar and MKE and Karaguku. Now we move across into Group 11. So for Group 11, the next 4 teams will be placed into this one. And they are Thunder Auk from France. Thunder Auk are probably one of the best sides from France currently at the moment, but there's quite a few of them. The French community are a community to watch out for in this competition. Some of the best teams in the world. Thunder Auk is definitely one of them. And the next team in their group will be Juventus Bucharesti from Romania, Romanian champions. Definitely a big name in this competition to do well. Came from PC, still on PC, and doing well in this, and will do well in this competition. Juventus Bucharesti in Group 11, and they'll be joined alongside Karagümrük from Turkey. Karagümrük from Turkey. Into Group 11 as the third team, and then for the last one, we have Marseille. But obviously guys, Marseille can't go in Group 11 because obviously 2 French teams, so Marseille will be going into Group 12. The same thing we did with the UK teams. So Marseille in Group 12. So for the last team in Group 11 is Real Sociedad from Spain. Real Sociedad from Spain are going into Group 11. So guys, let's take a look and move across into the standings as they are now, into the groups. Thunder Auk, Juventus Bucharesti, Karagümrük and Real Sociedad in Group 11. Marseille can't go into the same group as obviously both of them are from France, and Marseille are the first team in Group number 12. So moving across into Group 12, the next 3 teams will be placed into this one, and they are PTR Lesores, how to pronounce that? I'll just say PTR. PTR from Portugal. I'll have to speak to the manager just to improve my pronunciations from that. So PTR have joined Marseille in Group 12, and they'll be joined alongside Puskas Akademia from Hungary. Puskas from Hungary. Been drawn into a very tough group at the minute. And then for the last team in this group is Predators VPC from San Marino. They qualified through the San Marino League from Italy. Predators in Group number 12. I'll show you guys the final standings as they are now. And that's Group number 12 done. Marseille, PTR, Puskas and Predators. 16 teams left not been called up, so we're going to move across into Group 13. Not long to go now, guys. The next 4 teams will be going into Group 13. So we'll do these 13 and 14, show you the standings, and then we'll do 15, 16 with the final. So guys, moving across into Group 13, we have Noctem FG. So Noctem FG have been placed into the first team in Group number 13, and they'll be joined alongside Savage Team from Poland. Savage Team, another strong side from Poland. We did have illegal esports, but they didn't want to take part. They were the Polish champions. It was a shame they didn't, but Savage team do not back off, and they have been pulled into Group 13, joined alongside Noctem FG. And they'll be joined alongside Unique Norway, obviously from Norway, qualified via the Arctic League competition. And the last team in this group is Sporting Kaplong from Holland. Sporting Kaplong, been in the VPG quite a while now, doing very well. Qualified through VPG Netherlands, and they have been placed into Group 13. Now guys, we're going to move across into Group 14, and then I'll show you the standings. The next 4 teams in Group 14, and that is Trollfossi from Hungary. They've been placed into Group 14, and they'll be joined alongside Napoli Esports from Italy. Napoli Esports from Italy. And they will be joined by Class from England. Another good team to watch, doing well in, I think it's Premier A. They're fighting for the title in Premier A in Europe. Done very well in England. Not the champions of England, but still doing very well. And they'll be joined alongside Digital Sports from Germany. The best team in Germany, Digital Sports, have been placed into Group 14. So I'm going to show you guys, 1 second, get made a little, what the hell have I done here? Give us a second. Show sports. There we go. That's fixed. Do apologise for that. Just a little issue on there. So that has been fixed. So let me show you guys the 2 current groups we've just done. As you can see, group number 13, Noctem FG, Savage Team, Unique Norway and Sporting Kaplong. And group 14 we have Trollfossi, Napoli Class and Digital Sports. So guys, we're going to continue with the last 2 groups, group 15 and group 16. So let's move across into that. Last 2 groups left of this competition. So starting off with group 15, we have UE Villasar from Spain. Hopefully there's no teams from the same country in these groups. I've tried my best to avoid it. Hopefully we can continue that in the last 2 groups. If not, there's nothing I can do. I'll try my best, but UE Villasar, first team in group 15, and they'll be joined alongside Classic Football from Germany. Classic Football, one of the best German sides from the Xbox, came over to the crossplay, and I think they came second in the German competition, so they have done very well. So Classic Football in group 15, and they'll be joined alongside Apoel FC from Cyprus, the best side from the Cypriot competition. Apoel FC have been placed into group 15, and they'll be joined alongside Russo Turisto, a new side from the Russian community. Maybe they have their name change. I'm not familiar with their name, but I'm interested to see how they do. The first time in the Champions League, so we do welcome them, and they've been placed into group 15. Russo Turisto from Russia. Now moving across into the last and remaining 4 teams. It's SV Eicher maybe, from Germany, a great side, playing in the VPG Europe and in the VPG German competition. They'll be joined alongside Blackout from San Marino. So Blackout from San Marino. I'll find them now. Give us a moment. So Blackout, there we go. Fantastic side. Definitely a building one. They've been placed into Group 16 and they'll be joined alongside. Let's take a look. Have I missed anyone? Who have we missed? For Fussy Class, I might have missed someone out. Napoli, FC Rapid, have they been pulled out? Give me a minute, guys. I do apologise. The systems can be annoying. I think it might be FC Rapid. Let me just take a look. FC Rapid have been pulled out. Just checking to see which 2 teams haven't been pulled out yet, because the system decides to just not pull them out. So I think it's, I think it might be Loud. Have Loud been pulled up? I don't know what I did. I made a mistake, but yeah, Loud will be going into Group 16. So let's add them now. So Loud into Group 16 from Switzerland. And then for the last team, I think it's, let's take a look. True Football, Viva Poise, from Malaco, you did a PTR, FCB, LWG. I think it might be LWG. Let me just double check. No, LWG are in Group 8. Arena Blackout Predators have been pulled out. NASA, Digital Sports Classic, Fenerbahce. I think it might be Ultra Instinct. Yeah, I think Ultra Instinct from Spain. Let's double check. Yep, that's the one. So that is the final group, Ultra Instinct. They've been placed into Group 16. I'm not sure why those 2 final teams didn't get pulled up, so I do apologise. The random draw. See, it says all items have been already generated. So let me just double check that they were added to it. It says items generated 62. And there's 64 in the competition. Maybe I just didn't add them. I do apologise. I can make some mistakes sometimes, but yeah, 62 got pulled out. So they are the last remaining teams that got pulled out. So that is the update of the final standings of the Champions E-League. I'll move across into the draw now for you to show you the standings. So let's move across to this one. So there we go, guys. The last 2 teams, obviously the random draw didn't pull them out, which was Loud and Ultra Instinct were the last 2 remaining teams that I worked out quickly, who we didn't get pulled out yet. So that is the 16 groups of the Champions E-League. Apart from those final 2 teams, I do apologise for that little system error. But that is the final standings. Very tough groups. I will get that set up to start not this week but the following week after, so then you'll know who your matches are and then you can choose the dates you guys want to play with your opponents. So that is the Champions E-League competition done. So guys, it's time to move across into the Europa League. So for the Europa League, it's the same system as the Champions League. So in the group stages, there are 32 teams and not 64 like the Champions League. It will start on the 18th of March, 2 games per week. The heights are exactly the same. Centre backs 189 centimetres and everyone else 184. But if you're playing a 4-back formation, you can have a CDM 189 centimetres as well. Top 2 teams automatically qualify to the knockout stage. There's 9 groups, so that makes 18 teams qualify into the knockout stage. The best 14 third positions from the Champions League will drop into the Europa League. So we'll try not to put the teams from the same country in the same group as we did in the last one. But if it leads to the last group where multiple nations are in the last group, then there's nothing I can do. I'll try my best, but I aim not to put the same country teams in the same group, just to make it fair. So the qualified teams for the Europa League are on the screen, as you can see. 32 teams from England, United Kingdom. We have Switzerland, Italy, Israel, San Marino, France, Czechia, we have Bosnia, Turkey, Russia, Portugal, Spain, Ukraine. We have Belgium, Hungary, Norway. So yeah, a lot of nations in this competition. Screen for the draw, I'm going to move across into that now. I'm not sure if you can see my screen, but I'm going to reset this. Just reset and go across into my Europa League list. And I think that is set. So we are set for the Europa League on the screen. As it says randomized at the bottom. And I think we are ready to go for the Europa League draw. So we'll keep that active there. Let me just double saved to make sure I double save this. Perfect. There are the Champions League groups. They have been done. That is the template of the Champions League. Now we're moving across into the Europa League. So guys, we'll do 2 groups at a time to make it a little bit faster. So we'll start off with group number 1 and group number 2. So we'll do group by group. The first 4 teams will be placed into group 1 and then the next 4 teams to group 2. So let's move across into that now. The first team is IOCD Esports from Spain. So IOCD Esports from Spain. They take part in the VPG Europe and in the VPG Superliga. They're the first team in group number 1, and they'll be joined alongside Iceburst from Portugal. Iceburst from Portugal. They're a name that I'm not familiar with. I know they're new to the VPG Portugal competition, and they qualified, so they must be a very good team. And they'll be joined alongside AC Strenua from Norway, a name that's been going for 5+ years. A big name in the pro clubs competition world. AC Strenua from Norway, and they'll be placed with MK Esports, but they're from Spain, guys. So MK Esports will be placed into another group. As I did say, we're trying our best not to allow teams into the same group. So MK Esports have been placed into group 2. And the next team will be going into group 1, which is MGT Pagazzi. So MGT Pagazzi from the Swiss. You have some French players as well going into group 1. So I'll show you guys what it looks like now, because I just want you guys to show you and make sure that there's been no mistakes, just to show you guys what I'm doing. So we'll move across into the final standings. There you go, you can see that, which is IOCD, Iceburst, A Strenua, MGT Pagazzi, and MK Esports there. Oh, did I not have the screen on the draw? I do apologise. But yeah, that's what it got pulled up. That is for groups 1 and 2. So MK Esports were the second team from Spain to be pulled up. I'll put it back to, if I didn't put my screen onto the randomizer, I do apologise. I'll leave that on that now. So the next 3 teams will be placed into group 2. So the next teams in group 2 are Altay from Turkey. So we have Altay from Turkey. They've been placed into group 2 to join MK Esports. The next one will be Maccabi Beer 7 from Israel. They qualified through the VPG Israel competition. They've been placed into group 2. And then one more team will be placed into group 2, and that is Mad Army from Belgium. Not bad so far. Mad Army from Belgium. They're another strong side in quite a few competitions. Just fix this. Okay, let's move across into the next one. I'll show you guys the groups quickly, and the next ones will go into the next 2 groups, which is group 3 and 4. So So I'm just going to show you the screen, move across into that now. So that is groups 1 and 2. So we're going to move across into 3 and 4. So the next 8 teams will be placed into them. So let's move across into it. The next 8 teams, well, the next 4 teams in group 3 is Black Sheep from England. Another strong side, a very strong side from England, have been placed into group 3. And they'll be joined alongside Steel Will from Ukraine. Steel Will from Ukraine been placed into group 3 alongside Black Sheep. And they'll be joined alongside PDC Esports from Portugal. Another name that's very strong in the competition, PDC, probably one of the favourites in the Europa League, been placed into group 3. And the last team in group 3 is Daihatsu from Spain. It's probably one of the hardest groups so far. Daihatsu from Spain, been placed into group 3. Guys, we'll move across into group 4 and then I'll show you the standings for the next one. So for group 4, the next 4 teams, we have Black Panther from France. Black Panther in the Esports Premier as well, so definitely another big name to watch in this competition. And they'll be joined by Exotic from Spain. Exotic Gaming. And they'll be joined alongside Vesprem from Hungary. And a big name from the Hungarian competition. They've been in it from the start as well. And the last one to be pulled into group 4 is ATG Supreme from Russia. So that is group number 4 done. I'll show you guys the updated table. That is 4 groups of the 9 finished. So let's move across into that now. Group number 3 we have Black Sheep, Steel Will, PDC and Daihatsu. And for group 4 we have Black Panther, Exotic, Vesprem and ATG Supreme. We need to start pulling some English sides because obviously I know English have quite a bit of teams. So do Spain. So hopefully they don't get put into group 9 altogether at the end because yeah, that won't be good. But yeah, there's nothing we can do with the last groups. So yeah, moving across into groups 5 and 6. We'll move across into that now. The next teams will be placed into group 5 and 6 and then I'll show you guys the ranking. 5 and 6. So the next 4 teams will be placed into group 5 and they are the Dregs from England. The Dregs are an up and coming English side, doing very well. Definitely watch out for them. And they'll be placed into the same group with Memzinho Ball. But obviously guys, Memzinho Ball are from England. So obviously those two cannot go into the same group. So Memzinho Ball will be going into group 6. So the next team will be going into group 5. Which is Motion Green. They are also an English side, so they will be placed into group 7, guys. I'm trying to make it so that teams don't have each other in the same group. So which team was that? Motion Green. So the Motion Green will be placed into group 7. So going back to group number 5 is Apocalypse from Russia. They've been placed into group 5 alongside the Dregs. Joining them in group 5 is Bradford City. We can't put Bradford City in that group either. So Bradford City will be placed into group 8. Because we don't allow English sides in the same group. So Bradford City will be placed into group 8. So going back to Group 5, the next team we placed in Group 5, Murcia. So another English side. They've been placed into Group 9. Okay, guys, I've done my best, obviously, to stop all the teams going into the same groups. However, I'm pretty sure there is a Welsh and a English side left. So from now, any more English sides that do come through, they obviously will have to go into the same group. So I've done my best up to now. The next ones will go into the same group. So starting off with group number 5 so far is the Dregs and Apocalypse. Joining them, so Murcia have been placed into Group 9. So we'll go back to Group 5. And if 2 English sides are in the same group, there's nothing I can do because we've done up to Group 9 now. So going into Group 5 is Joga Benito IT4 from San Marino. Joga Benito IT4 have been placed into Group 5. And then for the last team in Group 5 is Regnum Kaya from Turkey. So Regnum Kaya have been placed into Group 5. I'm going to show you guys what the standings look like right now. And then you can kind of see what I've done with obviously all the UK sides that have just been pulled up. So we'll move across into that now for you. There we go. So obviously all the English teams came up at once. We started off the Dregs, then it came Apocalypse, and then we pulled up 4 English sides. So obviously we don't want teams from the same country in the same group. However, there is a lot of UK teams in this Europa League, so obviously from now they will have to duplicate into either Group 6, 7, 8 or 9. So yeah, we're going to move across into Group 6, which is Memzinho Ball, Group 7, Motion Green, 8 Bradford and 9 Murcia. So any more, I think we have a Welsh and a UK team left, and yeah, that will probably be a duplicate in one of these next groups. So moving across into Group 6, guys, let's go back into the draw. Group 6 is RC Glass from France. So Group 6 will be joined by RC Glass from France. And they'll be joined alongside Brescia from Italy, or Brescia, I think that's how you pronounce Brescia, something like that, from Italy. And they pronounce the S and the C is a bit different. They've been put into Group 6. And for the last team in Group 6 is QPR Esports. So let me just put that in now. QPR Esports into Group 6. Now that is a tough group so far. I'll show you guys the updated version. So JPEG. Cool. Okay guys, take a look at this. Oh, didn't update, 1 second. Here we go. There you go. You can see the updated version. Memzinho Ball, RC Glass, Brescia, and QPR Esports in Group 6. Now moving across into Group 7 is Feta Hypnotics. Group 7 will be Feta Hypnotics from San Marino. And they'll be joined alongside New Hungary, obviously from Hungary. And the last team in group number 7 is Falesk Jopet from Norway. Another strong team in this competition. I think that's a name change, it used to be called something else, but another team that have been in here at a long time, so they've been placed into Group 7. So I'll show you guys the updated standings, and then we're going to get through the last 2 groups. I'll show you guys quickly. So guys, here are the standings for the Europa League so far. Group 7 was Motion Green, Feta Hypnotics, New Hungary and Falesk Jopet. So guys, we're going to move across and we're going to do both 8 and 9 in this next one. So the next 3 will be going into Group 8. So going into Group 8, we have KRC, CSKA. So KRC are going into Group 8. Another strong side from Italy, been placed into Group 8 alongside Bradford City, and they'll be joined alongside Heracles Gaming from Spain. Qualified through the Superliga in Spain, have been placed into Group 8. And the last team to go in Group 8 is Battalion Monaco from Ukraine. Battalion Monaco from Ukraine were placed into Group 8. Now moving across into the last group, so joining Murcia in Group 9. The next 3 teams were placed into that, and they are PCW Legacy from Wales. PCW Legacy from Wales into Group 9. And they'll be joined alongside Legendarios from Czechia. Legendarios from Czechia. And the last team to be pulled up is Burazers from Bosnia. So that is the Europa League competition complete. I will show you guys the final list. And I'll tell you guys what I think is the hardest group and probably the favourites to go through. So let me just double check it's been updated. Okay, let's move across into that now. So Bravazers were definitely the last team to be pulled up into that. The final standings, there we go. That is the final 9 groups of the Europa League. So the ones that have been pulled up was Bradford, KRC, Heracles, Gaming and Battalion. And in Group 9, Murcia, PCW Legacy, Legendarios and Burazers. So that is the Europa League final standings. And then for the Champions League, here were the 16 groups for the Champions League. And that is all, guys. Obviously, I mentioned the rules before. The competition will start the week commencing on the 18th of March. This doesn't mean you have to play on the 18th. The matches will be scheduled probably on Wednesdays, but that is not the fixed date. You will guys choose when to play. So there's 2 games you need to play per week, and yeah, it will go from there. So I will update the groups. I will update the groups on the Discord. Update the matches on the VPG app, so you guys know who you've got. You need to plan. And yeah, guys, welcome to the Champions League and the Europe eLeague. 2 of the best competitions in Europe. Who will be the champion? We will see. But best of luck in the group stages to all of you, and thank you all for watching. But yeah, you can join George Overton every Monday, Tuesday and Thursday, joining the live casting on YouTube, covering the Esports Premier. You can also see him cover the Champions League and Europa League. They will be casted matches as well, so we have history of all these competitions. So that is everything. Hope you got the groups you wanted. If not, best of luck in your competition on the 18th. Thank you all, and we'll see you guys soon. Take care.
Bradbury ball played over the top. Sensible. Once again, oh my word!
El exterior, en el segundo palo ya sí. ¡Está loco! ¡Está loco! Es así. Es así. ¡No!
Big chance. Oh my word! Oh, what a cross that!
Who nicely, feel like Kobe.